So when you talk about like expensive cars and things like that, a lot of people consider, a car a bad investment because they depreciate so much over time. And I think that statement really just depends on where you are in your car purchasing journey. Like, where are you at in life? You know what I'm saying? Like, to go out and buy, a $300,000 car, you're not necessarily thinking about, depreciation. I mean, it's something else that's motivating you to buy that car. Like for me, there's a certain standard that comes with, owning a vehicle like this. Like, you heard the term, like, raising the standard. This raises the standards. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think differently. Like, myself being in real estate, and buying so many houses over the years and flipping properties and things like that. Like, it's easy for me to go out and do a deal and flip a house and make $30,000-$40,000. But to be honest with you, like, to me now, that doesn't do anything for me. Like, I can't look at $30,000-$40,000 profit deals anymore. Like, I can't. I just simply can't. So to be honest, like, I'm not looking at nothing unless there's $300,000 in potential profit on the table. That's it. That's where I'm gonna focus my energy at, because that's the standard that I have created. That's the standard that this vehicle provides. Like, it just changes my mentality. I like to consider myself a visionary. I've always kind of thought big, but there's always bigger. There's always another level. And so, this is like pushed me over the edge. Like Toby, look, man, like, you have to think bigger, right? You got to raise the standard, and you have to be careful how you spend your time and make sure that your time is spent and focused on the things that are on the same level, in terms of where you are. I can't ride around in a Bentley in a car like this, pulling up at no $50,000-$60,000 houses. Like, what does that look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Now, I used to drive a CLS like that. I had a CLS 550 just like that. It was white. And, when I was at that level, I could still drive around and look at houses, but I'm not at that level no more. You know what I'm saying? So every conversation, every engagement, every relationship has to be at the level that I'm at, because that's the new standard, right? And so that's what, to me, buying expensive cars and things like that, that's what it does for me. It puts you in a different category and puts your mind in a different state of mind, to where you can only focus on the things that match up with that standard. Only things that match up with that standard. So you put that information out in the universe, and the universe has to respond. It's going to start sending things your way that match your standard. You see what I'm saying? So, again, it's not just about buying an expensive car and owning an expensive car and, showing off or whatever the case may be. Because I'm not a show off. I've never been a show off. But I do like expensive things. I do like nice things, and there was a point in time in my life where I couldn't afford nice things, but through hard work, that has changed, right? I'm the type of person, like, I feel like I can get anything. I can get anything that I want, right? I can see something, whether it be whatever, a house, a car, a building, and in my mind, I can say, I can have that if I really wanted it, because I know the recipe. And it's very simple in terms of just hard work, focus, commitment, and making the necessary changes in your life and the necessary sacrifices. You can have anything that you want. So that's why I don't get, that's why I've never been like jealous or envious of somebody else, what somebody else has. Because there's always somebody that has less than you, and there's always somebody that has more than you. But to me, I don't get caught up on, looking and seeing what somebody else has, someone else has, and getting jealous and things like that, because I know if I really wanted it, I can go get it, right? That's the confidence that I have in myself and my abilities, and using the gifts, my God-given talents, to go out and work and do the things that I need to do in order to get what I want. So I ain't never tripped out on comparing myself to somebody else, or saying, oh, you know, such and such is doing this or that, or they got this and that, and feeling some type of way about it, because if I really want it, I just go get it, right? It may take me time. I'm not saying I can roll out of bed and go do it that next day. It may take time, but I'm comfortable with that because I've been doing that my whole life, right? I've never taken any shortcuts. I've worked for everything that I have. I never took any handouts from nobody. So that's how I'm built, right? And I'm cool with that. I'm willing to work for any and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's my mentality, you know. And you know, people say, you know, money don't make you happy. This car ain't gonna make you happy, whatever. But it will, and it can put a big smile on your face. So, I mean, just look around, guys. Come on, man. Who wouldn't want to have this? Who would want to drive a car like this? You know, you hear people say all the time, like, you know, oh, you know, money ain't everything, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. The reality is, if those same people had the same resources and were in the same financial situation, they would be driving the same car. They would be doing the same thing. The problem is the fact that they don't have it, and the fact that you do have it, and the fact that they cannot figure out how to go and get it, it drives them freaking crazy. And so that translates into hate, jealousy, envy, right? And they spew that negative energy towards you, just simply because they're frustrated and they don't know how to go get it. Like, that's not my problem, dude. That's not my problem. You know, you got to go figure that out. If you lazy, if you don't like to work for stuff, if you're the type of person that's always looking for shortcuts, which I know a lot of you out there, you're always looking for shortcuts, right? That's why you hear people, you know, on the come up, right? You just, oh, you hear about such and such? He came up. This out of the blue, somebody pops up, they got a new whip, they got a new car, boom, boom, boom. They came into some quick cash. But if you notice, and if you really think about it and you're really honest, none of those people stay around for the long haul. They come, they have a quick come up, and then poof, they take a deep dive and they fall off the map. Why? Because they took a shortcut. Stop looking for shortcuts. Change your mentality. Be willing to work for the things that you want. If you do that, then you will have long-term sustainable success. Success doesn't look like this, guys. It doesn't look like this. It looks like this. And that's for the people that work for it. But the people that take shortcuts and it's always looking for the easy route, yeah, this is how their life looks, like that. You know, I'm sure a lot of you know some of those people. One day you see them, they up. They got money in their pocket. They got a nice whip. They just bought a new crib. Next minute, they done changed cars, and now they done gone back a couple years. Now they may be renting a place, or they looking for another job, right? Because they always taking shortcuts, man. When you build a platform and when you build your career or whatever it is on work ethic, right? And, you know, putting in that work and grinding and be willing to learn and having a sense of humility about what you do and who you are, having a strong sense of integrity about the work that you do and how you treat people. When you put those things at the top and they're a priority in your life, then you don't have to worry about taking a step back, or you don't have to worry about falling off, as they say, right? Like, how could you fall off? The platform is there, right? You've put in the work. And so, like I said, success looks like this, man. It looks like this. So all you people sitting around waiting on somebody else to fall off, you know, it's a lot of you out there waiting on me to fall off. They're like, damn, he did this, he's doing that, now he's doing that. You know, he's headed for a crash, or one day he's gonna lose it all, or whatever. Like, sorry to disappoint you, but I've been grinding my whole life, man, and I've put in too much work. And so ain't no going backwards. Ain't no falling off. Ain't no falling off. So I know that, that may disappoint a lot of you, but I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you picked the wrong one to not believe in. You picked the wrong one to not want to see succeed. I'm not the one. So go find somebody else, because you're going to constantly be disappointed, and you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to be mad and angry and all this stuff if you're sitting around waiting for me to fall off. You're just going to be disappointed. And it's only going to continue to get better. The same way it should only be getting better for you if you're putting in the work. It should get better and better and better and better. That's the way the world works. And that's how it happens for people that do things the right way. Life is levels in life. As soon as when I had a S-Class, brand new. I bought it brand new like 5 years ago. When I got that car, I was like, man, this is the next level. This is, this is beautiful. It's this, it's that, and I was uncomfortable getting that car because I was like, man, I don't really need this, right? But it was nice and I wanted it. And it did the same thing for me then, right? It changed my mindset. I had to level up. It changed the standard, I can't do certain things that I used to do. There's certain deals that it's not worth my time anymore. Now I'm on another level. I'm on another level now, and it's the same thing. So there are levels in life. You just got to be willing to make the climb, man. So like I said, this car has created a new standard for me. And, I'm very excited to just, continue to live out my dreams and do the things that I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it, who I want to do it with. But at the root of all of it, and that, the nucleus and the center focus of all of it is dreaming, believing in yourself, be willing to put in the work, blocking out the noise and the people that don't support you, and just maintaining that frequency of whoever it is you are, whoever it is you want to be, whatever your God-given talents are, maximizing that thing, and just not having any regrets in life. That's the key. You don't want any regrets, guys. So go out, be great, work hard, execute, do the things that you need to do to put yourself in position to have the things that you want, and go buy you a nice Bentley. Or treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself.